two. One, two. How's that sound? Is that better than, yeah? Oh, what about that with that? Well, what about that? Is that better? We'll try that. Okay.
I have unlimited power with the
Some metalhead's been licking that. Honestly, I'm not joking. Some metalhead's been fucking like licking that. And some fucking LBGTQ band's been shoving up their ass. I was in a lesson today and he goes, BQ fucking XYZ, and I goes, what the fuck? I actually said that, like, they added more letters to that shit. They were like, looked at me, I was like, they added more letters to that seriously. And then like that one, they come out with, there's a thing, fucking pansexual. Pansexual. It's like, what the fuck's pansexual? And it's like, go for anything. Isn't that bisexual? Like, unless they're doing animals as well. What the fuck?
Fuck knows, mate.
They just make it up as they go along, fuckers. It's like, you don't want to make gays, right? That's fine. Gays have been around since fucking Earth was out, you know what I mean? But if you'd have told me, like, years ago, if you'd have told me 5 years ago, then, I'd go, what the fuck you on about? You would, wouldn't you? It's only been invented, they and them, and whatever. It's only been invented over the last 2 years. There's never a thing before. If you said that I'm a them, you were going to the nut bin, she was schizophrenic, mate. That's how. You're a schizo, off you go. Oh, what's the one you got? Oh yeah, that's on it. Yeah. Do something with it. I'm gonna have to throw the recording gear back. Okay. Oh, fuck you. I'm actually liking having the two distortion pedals.
It's generally even, like even
Yeah,
between it and everything.
that's better as a. So, I want that amp out there, guys. That's one. I have to say, I don't really want it, but I do. I've been 50 and I'm asking my mum to look at it, but I like this, but it's big and say carry that. It's just. Well, no, I can't have it, and it's like, so the way I'm looking at it is when I've got the dot there, right, and it's still there, then it's wound, and then if it isn't, then that's not wound. It's so fucking tiny though, Taste. You could do the gig with that shit, man.
Yeah.
That much slaves than this. You could actually, that little tiny amp, you fucking amp them. Fucking. Okay, oh shit. Oh, this. Right, I've got a challenge for this guy. You know the guy who thinks about computer and shit for me? Yeah. And he said he likes a challenge, so I've got an idea. I'm going to give him this, and I'm going to get a Hell Baby, which I had before. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to get him to see if he can convert the Hell Baby, right, and mix it up with this. So when I take my foot off it, it actually stops. So I'm going to get him to find out how it works, and get him to like create me one that does it when I let go. That'll be sound the same as this. Because that was the problem, the Hell Baby didn't sound that good, did it? Oh, you motherfucker, I've got a... No, don't do that. Oh, fucking bastard. I just need a patch lead. Oh, fucking star, that'll do, yeah. Hey, man, look, I've got a Well done, Jake. See, that's the reason. You know, I always say shit works just happens for a reason, yeah? That's why your pedal didn't work today, Tony did. See, the universe always acts. That's why I'm with it. Right, there we go. Sounds like Craig singing that. Does that not sound like Craig? I'm not joking, I'm not. You did, didn't it? Did that sound like Craig?
Yeah, a little bit.
What's next?
Craig's like
New
like
York,
secretly got a
New
new
York.
band. Secretly got
Oh.
Craig's new band.
Bum,
The
bum.
Big Heads.
We got Jake's song to do as well.
Go on.
We can do some funky.
Alright, what's the one first? Let's do the one he likes.
Which one's that?
The one Jay likes.
The one I really like. The one. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be loud.
Yeah.
It's a good song, man, but it's not quite right. I was listening to the shit you sent me, right? We've done a song I don't even ever remember doing. I was listening to it going, when the fuck did we do this? I'm going to find it and I'm going to send it, yeah, but it's, I don't, honestly, it's a Mandela effect, I've never heard it.
Well, like recently, or years ago.
I got a fucking clue, but it's one we done that I don't remember. No, like recent, we
Recently.
were together.
Right.
I'm like, I don't remember ever doing this one, but.
Right, ready?
All that sounds better without distortion, man. It works, doesn't it? It really works.
They used
Is there anything we haven't played yet?
On the chorus, rather than that.
yeah, man.
Just try that other guy.
There's something that's not right.
Probably.
We could probably work it out.
Just play it.
It's like, it's the C.
No, we haven't played. Oh, no.
We haven't played that yet.
How did okay, I need you to start. Remember it.
Don't even bother. Just turn your cymbals upside down. Use them as ashtrays and give up on your No, I was thinking when you did like a little fill before you kicked it. Maybe I should come in after that.
Yeah, I thought that was the point.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying to you before. You came
Oh,
in,
listening.
you kept coming in like a bar too. Yeah.
Fucking hell.
That's what I was saying.
That's what I was saying.
That's good. I like that. Let's put that in. Good idea. Mine that was, wasn't it? time.
Because then you're doing the wow with your mouth.
Why actually? You know, I actually didn't even know I was doing that. I was like, and this guy was saying that it's the only pedal where you made the sound with your mouth, and I'm like, fuck off. And then I was like,
Like a goldfish.
oh, I'll tell you that in fact, you told me. So Harry had come back right over there. Mom, she goes, I had a row with Mom. Why? I was like, why would you do that? She started saying that I wanted some stuff out of the shop, and she said, get your dad to get it. And I said, he can't afford that. And she went, he can't afford it. He's not paying us. He's only paying me because apparently I'm only paying £20 a week now. That's what she's telling everybody. I'm not. I'm paying 46.
Yeah.
It's 20 quid each, but it sounds better if she said 20, yeah, because it's 20. So that's her version. Anyway, so Harry went, no, he's not. He's paying £46, and I know because I've seen it, right? Anyway, she goes, oh well, he earns a lot more money than us, and she goes, he's got rent to pay, and she goes, yeah, but we pay more. And he goes, no, you do not. She goes, I've seen his rent. She goes, he only pays. She was saying, telling the kids, I pay £500 a month. I'm like, she goes, he does not pay £500. He pays £795, and I know because I've seen it. And then she went, oh, and she goes, well, it's still, we still pay more, even though there's two of them, yeah? So, I know me on there, but she goes, we still pay more, so he's got a lot more money. And she went, no, he hasn't. And then she went, and then she said, she goes, it's all right then. I won that argument. I said, what makes you think you won that argument? He goes, she says, because after I said that, she just kind of went, it's like, no fucking brainwashing that kid, man. She just got her own mind, she has. And she said, and then she said, then Mum said to me, you baby your dad over me, and I went, damn right. I was like, fucking brilliant. So I brought her a toy anyway. Alright, let's try again. I'll try not to do that. What was it? It was. This is my way of saying I haven't actually done any work on it at all. Oh shit. Singing the theme. Yeah, let's go from there. Oh. every time soon. Okay, let's just try and put it together. When it comes out, you could actually have that Alright, let's do that again, try it.
Gonna go all the way through.
Just try it, end it again, then we'll go through it.
Try again.
It might be me.
Should we just do 4 at the end?
4. Yeah.